Alrighty, yo, what is going on? Everybody, it's your boy Mr. DDG94 back with another reaction video. And today, we're going to react to 1990s black film. Yeah, that's the title, 1990s black film. Okay, let's see what this is about.
Get your shit, and get out!
Let that damn car, lit all them clothes on fire. Women thought they was cooking with that weak ass scene.
Films were getting bigger. The 1990 movie House Party, starring rap duo Kid and Play, originally seen as a $2.5 million gamble by New Line Cinema, earned over $26 million. Black people were 13% of the general population, but 25% of movie audiences by 1991, making us more of a priority for movie studios. John Singleton sent the script for Boys in the Hood to Columbia Pictures in 1990 and got a $6 million budget to direct it, plus a 3-year production deal. The movie, starring Ice Cube of recent NWA fame, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Morris Chestnut, released to 829 theaters on July 12, 1991, and immediately made $10 million its opening weekend. This was the same year that the New York Times reported in the article, They've Gotta Have Us, that 19 black films had been released by major studios, more than in the previous decade total. These included The Five Heartbeats, New Jack City, House Party 2, Strictly Business, and Daughters of the Dust. That last one, by Julie Dash, was the first feature film directed by a black woman to get national distribution. Dash had a hard time receiving funding afterward, and she never made a movie again despite the film performing well critically.
That's sad.
Now, Chantel's definitely
this movie.
On the IRT.
People be tripping when they find out how.
Hey yo, I gotta say this about this movie. It's a good movie if you're a girl. It's a girly movie. It hit home. It do hit home. It tells some truths. But yo, the ending with the baby, yo, that shit pissed me off, nigga. Oh my god, dog. I swear to God, the ending of this movie almost pissed me the fuck off. She really didn't want to have the nigga baby. Then she had the audacity to take the money for the abortion. She took the money for the abortion and spent it on and went on a shopping spree at the mall. Oh my god, bro. That's why I ain't got no kids, bro. I don't have no kids. I don't want any at the moment. I don't care if I go into my 30s with no kids. Bitch, I'm living lavishly. Fuck you me. But I'm saying though, like, yo, the fact, oh my god, yo, this movie infuriates me so much when she get pregnant, bro. When she get pregnant, bro, everything about this movie just becomes infuriating, bro. This is arguably one of the most type of movies. Like, you want to choke somebody. Like, you just want to take her by the throat and just choke her and strangle her. Like, bitch, if you don't get your shit together. Like, yo, she really make you want to strangle her because she be doing dumb shit throughout the whole movie, bro. But it be real life, though, because this how bitches be in real life. And I'm not being misogynistic. I'm not being Kevin Samuels. I'm not being Red Pill. I don't agree with nothing Red Pill niggas say. Red Pill niggas scared the hoes. Let's just get that out the way first and foremost.
My brother in Christ, you are scaring the hoes.
Let's just get that out the way right now. Red Pill niggas scared the hoes. I don't scare the hoes. I fuck them. That's a difference.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
I fuck hoes. I don't scare them off, bro. Fuck that red pill shit. I'm a player from the Himalayas. But nah, man. This movie really infuriated me. That's all I want to say.
That's what I really am.
A film written and directed by Leslie Harris.
The director of 1992's Just Another Girl on the IRT, Leslie Harris, was also told there wasn't enough money or interest in black women's stories. However, writer and director Casey Lemons, who also starred in The Silence of the Lambs and Candyman, did manage to create the most commercially successful independent film of 1997 with Eve's Bayou. Meanwhile, Spike Lee was embarking on his most ambitious project yet, the $33 million film Malcolm X. Warner Brothers had originally tapped Canadian Norman Jewison to direct, outraging black people, including Spike Lee, who lobbied for the job and was selected. In the 3 years before the movie's release, sales of Malcolm X, the autobiography, had grown by 300%. While Malcolm X's esteem was higher than ever before, many black Americans who had never been exposed to Malcolm without a white lens still misunderstood him. There was serious imperative to get his story right, without embellishment or sanitization. When Spike Lee was named the new director, there was outrage from black nationalists, who also took umbrage with the script. Said rapist and misogynistic poet Amiri Bakara, "We will not let Malcolm X's life be trashed to make middle-class Negroes sleep easier." Despite the opposition, the Fruit of Islam provided security on set, and Betty Shabazz served as a direct consultant.
I'm gonna tell you, God is black.
God is black. Everybody knows God is white.
Everything the white man taught you, you accepted. He taught you you were a black heathen, and you believed him. He taught you to worship a blonde, blue-eyed Jesus with white skin, and you believed him.
And this is when everything about my identity, everything I ever learned, I threw it all out the window, because I didn't see this movie till I was 13 years old. Yes, that's right. It took me till I was 13 years old to watch this film. This is when I stopped watching cartoons. This is when I started rebelling. This is when I started looking at the world with a different type of lens. Like, yo, this shit really, like, yo, this was the first time in my life somebody made me feel a movie. This was the first time in my life a movie changed my whole perception of life. This whole time we was being told, and this is why I'm not gonna sit up here and I have a disdain for Martin Luther King and all them other niggas, but they just didn't do nothing. I stand on that. I stand on that. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and all them really didn't do nothing. They really didn't make change. Like, people like the Black Panthers, people like Malcolm X, those niggas made change. Them niggas took action. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks on them, they just speaking. Malcolm X pull up to the scene like, what's happening? What's going on? We'll handle it. The same thing with the Black Panthers. What's going on? What's happening? That's the problem? We'll handle it. Get the fuck out of our neighborhood. That's how I wish we were as a community today. I wish we still had that instilled in us, but instead we are so fixated on going against each other instead of coming together and being a strong unit as one, keeping our neighborhoods black, keeping people out when people do wrong. Like, think about it, bro. We've adopted no snitching. We've adopted other cultures to come in and put their culture in our neighborhoods. We let the government come in and tear our houses down and rebuild them up and charge prices that we couldn't afford to begin with. Come on, man. We got gentrification, got all this other bullshit going on because we don't stand on our own. We don't keep our neighborhoods. We don't keep our neighborhoods in the realm of us. Instead, we'll beef over one neighborhood. We'll beef over 19th Street and be like, fuck them 18th Street niggas. Them 18th Street niggas pussy. Them 18th Street niggas pussy. 19th Street, nigga. We'll do dumb shit like that instead of understanding that your grandma stay on 16th Street though. You represent 19th Street, but your grandma stay on 16th. Come on, bruh. If we stopped all this dumb shit over neighborhoods and started just protecting the neighborhoods, instead of protecting the neighborhoods from the next block, how about we protect the neighborhoods from the motherfuckers that's intruding in the neighborhoods? How about that? But nah. I know I'm just rambling, but you know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about.
He taught you that black was a curse, and you believe that. Did you ever look up the word black in a dictionary?
For what?
Did you ever study anything that wasn't part of some con?
What the hell for, man?
A significant portion of the movie budget was donated by black celebrities like Bill Cosby, Prince, Tracy Chapman, Oprah, and Michael and Janet Jackson, because Spike had overrun the original budget of $28 million. It was the first non-documentary and American movie to be filmed in Mecca, though a second crew of Muslims was hired to film inside the holy city.
Now, you may be shocked by these words, but I have eaten from the same plate, drunk from the same glass, and prayed to the same God with fellow Muslims whose eyes were blue, whose hair was blonde, and whose skin was the whitest of white. And we were all brothers, truly.
During the movie's press run, Spike Lee requested that media outlets only send black journalists to cover the important racial nuances of the film and its creation. The LA Times flat out refused, but other publications were slapped in the face with an ugly reality of their own bias. Said the then Premiere magazine editor on Spike Lee's request, "It was an interesting challenge he laid down. It caused some personnel changes. We've hired a black writer and a black editor." The 201-minute movie, which premiered on November 18th, 1992, made $73 million at the box office and racked up applause from critics and got more black people interested in Malcolm X. Both
really
Malcolm
does.
X and Boys in the Hood tackled tough and realistic aspects of black life from black perspectives.
It really did. Like, Malcolm X really had me out here reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. Really had me doing book reports. Really had me out here doing book reports and all this crazy research on Malcolm X, bruh. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy how when you find something or someone that you're interested in, you actually take the time to educate yourself on that person, bro. It's crazy. Because throughout school, I literally just cheated my way through school. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cheated my way through school. But when I actually wanted to learn something, I really sat down and studied and tried to understand it to the best of my knowledge. That's crazy. School, they don't teach you interesting shit in school. That's all I'm trying to say. They don't teach you nothing interesting in school. Nothing. Math ain't interest. Math was cool till letters got involved. Once letters got involved, I was done with math. Fuck math. I started cheating like a motherfucker. I found websites. I had apps on my phone, nigga. You couldn't tell me shit. I was cheating my way through that motherfucker. Cheating. And nobody ever caught me. I stayed on the honor roll and I ain't learned shit.
Perspectives, using industry money and in the process achieving critical acclaim.
It's called Boys in the Hood. A vivid movie about life in South Central LA is about to hit theaters nationwide, and police are fearing the worst. Will it touch off a wave of gang violence?
But these movies were lightning rods for larger cultural issues impacting the community. While some black nationalists resisted the Malcolm X movie, negative press followed the Boys in the Hood premiere weekend when 2 people were killed at screenings and over 30 more were injured in 12 states.
Kelly, the premiere of Boys in the Hood got off to a shaky start tonight. While the movie has been critically...
That shit was faked in the mud. I bet you any money that shit was staged, bruh. Y'all gotta understand, this is back in the 90s, bruh. This is before the internet became the thing. This shit was staged. They was trying to sabotage these movies and trying to paint a bad narrative on these movies because they knew these movies was gonna hit. That's really why. Fuck out of here. I see. I was born that night, not last night, motherfucker.
Several incidents of violence here in Hollywood. Outside Mann's Chinese Theater, there was a scuffle. Admittedly and shamefully, the oppressed played a minor part of that.
Shit was staged.
It scared a lot of people who were in
line.
They
pre-planned this shit.
Upland, there was a shooting. The 2 people hit. At Universal City's Odeon Cineplex, one person was shot there, and in the city of Chino, one person was shot at a movie theater showing Boys in the Hood. Once again, a worst-case scenario for a movie premiere, which many felt had such a positive message.
Some theaters canceled screenings or hired security. Harsh critics called the movie irredeemably violent and instructive, while others saw it differently.
You know, Trey, you may think I'm being hard on you right now, but I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm trying to teach you how to be responsible.
It's a completely different perspective on this movie now. Back then it was violent, but like when we got to the 2000s, everybody understood this movie. The Hispanics understood this movie. The white people understood this movie. I don't know about the Asian community. Y'all niggas still be acting funny towards black people. So I don't know about the Asian community. I don't know about y'all niggas. But I do know that the white community did tend to understand this movie a lot more than what they used to deem it as back in the days.
It's like your little friends across the street, they don't have anybody to show them how to do that. They don't. You're gonna see how they end up, too. I'm glad you're here, Trey. You're a prince, you know that? Yeah. You the prince, I'm the king.
Wrote critic Roger Ebert, Boys in the Hood is not a gang film. It's a film about growing up. It would be tragic if this statement about gang violence was suppressed in any way. He added, why is it always a black movie that they get out a metal detector? If they put one in the Terminator 2 movie, how many guns would they find? Some people considered the accusations of gang violence at the theaters overblown. Said the owner of an Arizona-based theater chain, we had more rambunctious kids in Disney's 101 Dalmatians. But Ebony, the biggest black magazine, mused, what's behind the black-on-black violence in movie theaters? Also noting violence at New Jack City screenings. John Singleton said movies weren't the problem, but black families. Telling Ebony, these kids are committing acts of violence because they're in search of manhood. They're primarily raised by women. Brothers run out on these women and don't take care of their responsibility. By the second half of the decade, black movies were routine. There were romantic films like The Wood and The Best Man. There were movies for women like Baps, films for horror fans like Tales from the Hood, and all kinds of dramas and comedies.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you got shit to do.
When Ice Cube and friend DJ Pooh originally conceptualized a movie that would depict South Central LA in a lighthearted and fun way, they originally were going to self-finance, thinking no studios would be interested. But New Line Cinema backed the 1995 film Friday, giving Cube a $3.5 million budget and 20 production days. It debuted number 2 at the box office and earned $27 million through 865 theater showings. Ice Cube followed up Friday with the cult classic The Players Club, one of the first movies to feature the point of view of a black stripper, even if penned by a man. Remarked Roger Ebert, the movie doesn't preach, but it has values. It sees the Players Club as a job, and the women there are workers, not sex objects. Black comedies and gangster films were the two most popular genres, and movies that combined them both with powerful aesthetic did well.
My motherfucking movie right here, dog. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steel. I don't give a fuck about Marheem neither. I don't give a fuck about myself. I ain't shit. I ain't gonna never be shit. God damn, Keisha. God damn, Keisha. God damn, dog. God damn. Shit. God damn.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
I'm just saying, all that chocolate right there, then you got the titties out like, yo. Just one time, baby. Just one time.
Big ass tits. Like a ghetto Naomi Campbell and shit.
The genre was even spoofed in the 1996 Wayans Brothers film, Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. In 1990, Will Smith was going broke from overspending in the early days of his rap career. But But he signed a contract to become the star of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which would run until 1996. Though the show was originally going to have a poor black character live with a rich white family, the show humorously examined race and class by having Will live with a rich black one. The show kicked off Will's acting career, leading to several high-profile movie roles, most notably Bad Boys and the blockbuster Independence Day, the latter of which became the second highest-grossing film ever at the time. And Will earned $5 million for his role in that movie. Then came the huge blockbuster Men in Black, which continued Will's solo rap career via Big Willie style. And if you don't think that's a classic, go run Getting Jiggy with It right now. The album went 9 times platinum in the U.S.
There'll be no
He
Will
married
Smith
Jada
slander.
Pinkett in 1997, who herself was an established star in
I don't care about Jada Pinkett. Y'all can slander Jada Pinkett. I don't care.
The Nutty Professor, and Set It Off. By 1998,
I
Will
don't
Smith
care.
was a leading Hollywood man and was earning over $14 million per film.
Yeah, I don't care about Jada Pinkett. You can slander Jada Pinkett, just don't slander Will for me. All right, y'all, leave Will alone. We're not gonna let that happen. But anyways, though, yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. This was a nice retrospective of the 1990s in film, ending it off with Will Smith, who became like arguably the biggest actor of all time. But yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, peace out.